Now to the Jets, who made a move on Wednesday, sending cornerback Michael Carter II and a 2027 7th-round draft pick to the Eagles for wide receiver John Metchie III and a 2027 6th-round pick. All right, Connor, do you find this intriguing because they picked up a wide receiver or because Carter is no longer with the Jets?
Carter had fallen out of favor, Eamon. In fact, I remember having conversations with sources at the NFL Combine who had talked to Jets in those off-the-record preliminary free agent meetings, and one of them told me that he left those conversations with Jets brass feeling like Michael Carter was on the way out. So this isn't an indictment of Carter. This isn't a criticism of Carter. He's a very good nickel corner in the NFL, but this regime just didn't value him like the last regime of Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh. He was probably going to be on his way out. After they acquired Jarvis Brownlee via trade with the Titans, and Brownlee stepped up in such a way that he has as the Jets' no doubt unquestioned starting nickel corner, there just wasn't a spot for Carter anymore on this roster. So they put him on the trade block, trying to get whatever they could for him because they were going to cut him after the year anyway. And they found a contender here with the Philadelphia Eagles because now they're going to get back a receiver in Metchie, who the Jets believe has undeniable talent, just hasn't really maximized on it. Their receiving room decimated by injuries and overall talent anyway. It's a fresh start for Metchie. They got a 6th-round pick to move up from the 7th round. Fresh start for Carter. And for the Jets, they get a player at a position of need plus that draft pick.
And now Carter gets reunited with the guy who drafted him in Joe Douglas. All right, we've been discussing the Breece Hall trade rumors since the summer. What moves are you anticipating from the Jets before next Tuesday's deadline?
Another player who's probably not going to be back with the Jets next year is Quincy Williams, the brother of Quinnen Williams. He has all-pro potential. We've seen him be an all-pro linebacker here with the Jets, but he's better in a scheme that's more attack than read, which is what Aaron Glenn and Steve Wilks are trying to run here with the Jets. He's on the final year of his contract. The Jets already paid Jamie and Sherwood. Highly unlikely they also pay Quincy Williams, so I could see him being moved as well. Keep an eye on the San Francisco 49ers, who have lost Fred Warner. That's a place where Williams and Saleh obviously have had a lot of success together. Could see something happening there. As far as the big names that everyone's talking about, Quinnen Williams, Jermaine Johnson, the Jets are willing to listen to offers for those guys, but they're not selling them low. They would have to be blown away by a trade package to move those two players, guys they really value on this team. Breece Hall is the fascinating one. I do think the Jets would move him as well if they got a compelling offer. The problem is that if they move Hall, who's going to be running the ball for them? And after Isaiah Davis with Braylon Allen hurt, they don't necessarily have anyone. So is depleting your offense in such a manner of getting rid of Hall worth it if all you're getting back is a 5th-round pick or a 4th-round pick? I think they have to think long and hard about a 5th-round pick, though. They probably say no thanks.
Obviously, plenty of drama for Gang Green over the next few days. Connor will be locked in on your updates on social media and here on Sports Night. Thanks for joining us, as always, here on Honda Sports Night.